Hello everyone. In this session, we will be talking about something very useful, often used in data cleaning, that's called find and replace. Now let me start with a simplistic example. Let me open up the grouping besides the row number 13. Now in this particular case scenario, I have a small list, sample list of people who have to be now referred as doctor. Maybe they may have completed their PhD. Now, how do I make sure that this Mr. which is signifying title is replaced by the prefix doctor? So I choose the data. I press the shortcut key Control H together, Control and H for horse. Now it says find what, and if I say MR, and within the next box which says replace with, I say DR. Now as simple as it looks, but you need to be aware of certain nuances. That is, if I simply do this exercise and say replace all, it will find the pattern of MR wherever it exists in the selected data and replace that with doctor, that's DR. Let's see what happens if I do that. And before I press this button replace all, just make sure that you read the 2-3 names, that is Mrinal, Amritlal. Let me press the button replace all. It says Excel has completed its search and has made 6 replacements. Now 4 I can definitely see doctor. What has happened, the names that started with Mr. MR Mrinal and Amritlal MR here, both have been erroneously replaced with DR. Now to prevent that from happening, what I should have done? Let me press escape and Control Z, and let me show you once again. Control H, that will activate the find and replace box. I should have been careful and used MR dot so that it only picks up the prefixes, not the MR pattern inside the names, and replace that with DR dot, replace all. Now looks fine to me. This is one of the simplest examples of find and replace, where you find a common pattern which you want to eliminate or modify. And if I did not want the doctor as well, I could have simply said Control H, find doctor, DR dot, and replace that with nothing. I'll simply delete the existing contents of the second box. So replace all. Perfect. This is example number 1. Let me minimize this grouping and let me open the case 2 grouping. Now, find and replace has one more powerful technique, which is in the form of wildcard characters, using wildcard characters. What are wildcard characters? Asterisk is one, another one is question mark. Now, how do I use them both? Let's say in this example, what I have is the intranet email ID of all the hypothetical employee names I have here. So it talks about the name, the base location, which is IN, standing for India, all of them. The division that they work for, this could be transaction, this could be advisory, this could be mergers and combinations, this could be financial services, and so on. The company, hypothetical company name called PWD, and which location of onshore team that they cater to. Let's say Asia Pacific, Latin America, and so on. Now from this, I just want the names to be present. For example, the output should look like this: Abdul Salam Ismail. Now how do I quickly eliminate the extra information? Let me show you. Let me select the data point, pressing Control H thereafter. Okay. Now, if I put in slash, that is find what a slash, it will locate all the slash. Now I do not want to simply replace the slash with nothing. I want wherever you find the first instance of slash, that onwards everything you take out. Now how do I tell Excel that? I can put an asterisk sign, star sign, just after the slash, which means you are taking all the characters, whatever they are, alpha or numeric, that comes after the first instance of slash, and replace that with nothing. If I do that, let's see what happens. Oops. all gone. all the 15 instances all gone, and the data is now clean. This can be used as raw material for the attendance sheet or the team lists. Let me close this window, find and replace window. Let me press Ctrl Z so that we bring back those old data, because after having talked about this asterisk, I want to discuss what question mark stands for. Now let's say the problem is such that I would want the division name to be taken off the list. So the output should look like this. It should say that it's India, followed by the company name and the location that they cater to, but not the team that they work for. So let's see how to do that. So if I say, after choosing the data, Ctrl H. Now since I do not want all the data to be removed, I say wherever you find a slash in slash. Now if I put in a star, it will eliminate everything that exists after slash in slash. So what do? I put in 3 question marks. Now one question mark stands for one character, any character, be it space, be it alpha, be it numeric. So since the pattern is following a consistent approach, that is, after the instance of slash in slash, it has 3 characters, alpha characters, which represents the division name. So wherever you find this pattern, replace that with nothing. Let me check. So slash in slash, TRS all included. Replace all. Okay. Exactly what I wanted. The employee name, directly the company name, and the location that they cater to. So primarily, star means any number of character. 10, 100, 1000. Question mark means one character at a time. One question mark, one character. 2 question mark, 2 character, and so on. So this is where the wildcard character can be of immense help. So if I just wanted, let's say, the first name in this data, I could have selected the data, pressed Ctrl H. I would have said, please find one space. Yeah, as you can see, there's one space. And after that, star, which means first instance of space, which is after Ismail, Jeff, Jennifer, Sally, etc. You replace that with nothing. Replace all. So all gone. Just the first name remaining. So that's the advantage of wildcard characters. Let me resize this grouping. Let me hide it, because now I'm going to talk about a technique in case 3. Yes, case 3 looks very similar to case 1, but the question is different. The question is, if you had a list, a very long list of names with a certain roll number or ID number, and you wanted to get rid of this number, simply the name that you would want. How do I do that quickly in less than 1 or 2 minutes? Because if I try to use text to column, which we talked about in the previous session, let's say after choosing the data, text to columns, if I use the first option delimited and say wherever you find space, cut the data, you will notice since the space exists at different intervals, the numbers are also getting scattered. I don't want that. Let me go back and let's see fixed width can help me. Next. If I draw a straight line out here, you can notice clearly some data has been erroneously cut. So both of these options not coming to my help. What I'm going to do is select the data, Ctrl H. Now quick logic, all the numbers are made up of digits 0 to 9. So I say find word 0, replace all 0 in the selected data. So this I do for all the digits. It's not going to take me more than a minute. So find word 3. I know it may sound repetitive, but trust me, if you're working with big data and you had to get this task completed, you would not take more than a minute or maybe max 2 minutes. So I'm almost half done. Since there is no 6, it is providing you this logic. 7. 2 more digits to go, 8 and 9. 8 and 9. That's it. Done. Wonderful, isn't it? And if you were to follow the same logic for alphabets, although it might take thrice more time, that is, you have to do A, find A, replace all with nothing, B, C, D, and so on. So those are the 3 quick case studies based on Control H. Very, very useful technique. Give it a try. See you in the next video.